What's going on, everybody? Back with another episode of Other Side of the Game. I got my guy in here with me today, Mr. Magnificent, Mr. Inspiration himself. My man Matt Bonds, what's going on, man?
A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in. You guys got fat while everybody starved on the street. It's my turn.
Say you wanna slide here at the midnight. In the trap, I don't know what the wrist like. You say you wanna come through, get she wanna trap, you don't want a rich guy. He a shooter, he don't even hold a stick right. I wanna know you had to choose, would you switch sides? I get a stick on me, I don't gotta get mine. Then you wanna slide in the midnight. Say you wanna slide here at the midnight. In the trap, I don't know what the wrist like. You say you wanna come through, get she wanna trap, you don't want a rich guy. He a shooter, he don't even hold a stick right. I wanna know you had to choose, would you switch sides? I get a stick on me, I don't gotta get mine. Then you wanna slide in the midnight. I got a bad bitch like oh my. If you want it, I'ma help you like Rosalie. I wanna know what happened to the old guy. You try to switch on me, you on both sides. Real doing like I'm on the court side. Only shoot if you on Fortnite. Get a bob up and hit it with the toes right. What was you? I was stopping on the cold night. Two little bad bitch when I hold a drink. Got a 22 revolver I can throw away. When I shoot a G, like you made my shoulder shake. Trapped up like a Navy base. Real in the field, I might need a break. Cool cooking in the kitchen like an easy bake. If everybody ain't eating, I don't need a plate. Being on your body like it was a B-day. Say you wanna slide here at the midnight. In the trap, I don't know what the wrist like. You say you wanna come through.
What's up? What's up with you, Spikes? Chilling, man. Good to be here.
I can't complain, man. Happy to have you, man. You know, we've been trying to link up for a minute, trying to get this connection, and you know, it be like that, you know, when you're working.
Man, yeah, you already know. You already know.
How's your summer going, man?
It's going good, man. I can't complain at all. It's been good to be home. Just bought a house, so we was in the house for the first time, me and my wife. First time this summer. So other than that, good to see family, working out, trying to get ready for another season, trying to get better, have a better year. So it's been good, been relaxing too. So it's been a blessing.
I hear that. My man is a home owner.
Appreciate you.
That's big.
Appreciate you.
Congrats on that, man. I didn't even know you was married too. Congrats on that too, man. That's big.
Appreciate you,
Hey,
man.
man, you out here leading by example. That's why I wanted to get you on the show for real, because you know you got
Yes,
a great story, man. Yeah, tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
So yeah, I guess I'm from Maryland. Been playing basketball for forever now. Went to D2, was kind of underrated, below the radar, kind of in high school. Kind of a late bloomer too. But went to a Division II school, St. Michael's College in Vermont. I went there for 4 years. Kind of really learned a lot and kind of learned a lot about myself and about how far I wanted to take basketball when I got there. And kind of just grinding my way through there. We had great seasons. Then we had some toward the end of my career, like we won like 7 or 8 games the whole season. But I was like top in the country my junior and senior year in rebounding, offensive rebounding, being undersized, just kind of hustling and playing hard. I kind of developed my skills a little bit more as I kept going. So got the opportunity to play overseas after my senior year. Started off in Denmark. Not too much money, but an opportunity, but an opportunity. And I went there and I did, took advantage of it. Just kind of speed and pass. I mean, there was a lot of adversity in that. Just kind of playing overseas for the first time, being away from home, the grind. It's not what everybody be thinking it is. Especially when, yeah, not at all. So especially when you not get paid like that too. So it was a grind. So then I made the most of that opportunity and got to France, NM1. That was just like the third league. More money, like more opportunity to be seen. Kind of continue to work on my skills, just grinding. Had a really good season there. Got player of the year. Lost in the semifinals, I believe. And then after that, went to Japan. Came to Japan. Skipping over a lot of little challenges, but
No,
Yeah, after that, got to Japan and been there since. I mean, it felt like I really found a home in terms of for my play style, the type of people, the cities, the just the feel, the culture. It kind of was just like a perfect fit. I'm a real chill guy. Like, I ain't doing too much.
Mhm.
Real respectful. I mean, I try to, I'm a man of God. I really try to spread that and just kind of bring that to where I'm going. And I feel like Japan has been like real receptive, real like respectful, treating you right, money on time, kind of all around great place to be playing. So it worked out kind of perfect. And I've been here since. So going into my 5th year in Japan, my 8th year total. Been played B3, B2, B1. So it's been a journey, but starting a new season with Osaka coming up. Super excited. Gonna be there. Yes, sir. After leaving Velka for been at Velka for the past 3 years. So be
They
going
love
there.
you out there.
Yeah, for sure. So
Man,
it's gonna
nah,
be new. It's gonna be new, but I'm excited for the challenge.
yeah, you did some big things out there, man. A lot of people like don't really know, they don't really know exactly like what you did for that organization. Like
Hmm.
y'all really started from ground zero and you really took them from B3 to B2 and to do it again to take them to B1, dude, that is tough.
Nah, yeah, it was tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, like that is tough. Like your focus has got to be like it's on another level. All like you
Yeah,
pretty much like to make it a comparison. Like you got to have like that kind of focus that KG coming to the game with.
for
Like
sure.
like you got to be in shape before like when the season's over.
Yeah,
You got to start training your body to be in shape, not just for 60 games, but for like add like another 20 because you still got preseason and you got playoffs and all.
exactly.
And a lot of
Exactly.
people don't prepare for that. And when he said that, I was like, man, that hit home. But it related a lot to you, man, because you always in great shape. I remember when I first met you, um, our homie Chris Coyote told me about you. I
Hmm.
remember you had just got there, and I think you were still like recovering from your knee injury.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, man, my boy Matt out there, he played for this team called Saga. And I'm like, oh, okay, we getting ready to play them. He was like, yeah, he came from a lower D2 school, but like he worked really hard. And I remember me and you, we chopped it up. I'm like, oh yeah, Chris told me
Hmm.
about you. And then I
Hmm.
was seeing you play, and I like at some point I was guarding you, and I'm talking to myself like, this man does not stop moving. Like I remember it'd be some days where it's like I ain't even boxing out for real because it's like, all right, I got the height advantage. I'm about to get this board. And before
uh,
I see you like right there with me, like, man, like it ain't that easy, Spice. You ain't gonna get this board that
uh, uh,
easy. But no, that's when I was like, man, this man, he got the will to like win. Like,
mhm.
yeah, you got that will of a warrior, man. I see it every time I see you play when we play each other. It's like this man, he gonna give you everything on the court, man. And
Hey,
you got a great story, man. Seeing how you came through all that adversity, being
mhm.
undersized. I'm sure you probably heard like a lot of people saying, "Oh, this probably ain't gonna work for you. This probably ain't
For
gonna work."
sure.
And
For
you
sure.
you in the top league, you doing well for yourself, like got a crib,
Mhm.
you start getting ready to start a family, like you just doing great, man. And
Yeah.
every time I see you, I always tell you, like, man, I'm so happy for you, man.
Yeah, man. And I appreciate you, Spikes, man, for real, because he's one of the people who, when I got over there, like, we just kind of clicked once we
Hmm.
started rapping. We both work hard. We both, when we're going against each other, it's we're trying to win. And I always appreciated that. And it's always respectful. It's always, um, it's just solid. It just felt natural. It wasn't like nothing forced. But yeah, man, I feel like being undersized and hearing a lot of uh that kind of talk. Oh, I don't know. These guys might be too big or this and that. It didn't. It kind of got to me a little bit, but at the same time, it never really like changed the way my game was going to be played because I always felt like I can figure it out, or I can do things to make up for my height. And so that's why a lot of times I have to hustle. I have to play hard. I got to be the first off the floor. I got to make sure I'm in great shape, get down the floor first. Being kind of quick, being kind of strong, just putting myself in different situations. Yeah, it was a lot of prep for that. And like going back to what you were saying about Nagasaki and being focused, man, for sure, I felt like I had finally had an opportunity where someone kind of really believed in me, and kind of opportunity to like solidify my name really in Japan.
Right.
And granted, we set up a pretty good team. Like we had Jeff and Javi my first year in B3, and then Japanese, you got Leon, you got Masa, Kanji, a lot of real good Japanese players. And that's a big part of the Japanese basketball.
That is true.
Is having a good cast. You can't just have great Americans or 2 or 3 good players. You got to have a good team. So that and then also along with the style that we played, it was perfect for me. We wanted to play fast. We wanted to run, and share the ball, really. So it kind of fit perfectly, and that kind of helped lead to my success. So I don't want to be like, I just kind of took over every game, but we had like a great team. So I think the work really paid off, and now it's just like figuring out now like a different way to work in a different situation. Now with Osaka, and I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I can tell. Like I remember when you first got to Japan. Like I remember where like a lot of it was like just I'm gonna outwork everybody. Like I'm gonna just do all the dirty work, everything that I can do to get in this, like get to help the team win, but also get in the stat book. I remember you doing it. But then I remember when I played for Kagawa and you were still, I want to say this was your second year with Nagasaki.
Yeah.
That's when I seen you really like, I could tell like he got it.
Yeah.
Like he really comfortable with his game. You was in your bag, like your move was different, like everything was just flowing so much smoother. And that's when I was like, oh yeah, like he really like comfortable with how he play now. Like I just see, just like over the years, man, it's just see like the evolution, man. Like you just keep getting better and better. And that's what I like to see for not just like, like not just the people I know, but all athletes. Like I still like to see people get better. You know how some people like they get to a certain level and then they just get comfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's like, nah, you still got like, that's how I know you still got love for the game. Cause it's like, I still want to get in the gym. I still want to get better.
For sure, man. And I think that's what it really boiled down to. And was like, I want to see how far I can push myself and see where my game can go. And I knew I could be good. I could be playing B3, B2, with, just hustling and, really playing hard, but trying to be a high level player, get to the top league, especially at my size. I had to diversify my game. I got to handle the ball more. I got to shoot it more. I got to have like go-to move. And so just kind of putting in work on that and falling in love with that process, because I mean, it don't stop. And like you said, 60 games, then you come through the summer. It's like you almost just want to just chill, or like, take the foot off the gas a little bit. But I mean, to come ready, like you said, come into the preseason like, okay, I'm in shape. I've been working on refining my skills. I haven't been going too hard, but I've been pushing myself and win in certain spurts, really working on my game. I feel like I found the rhythm of that, found the love, like I said, of that process. And I think that any player can really do that, and anybody can, and it doesn't even matter in not just basketball, but it's in life. You continue to stack one brick at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and then, who knows where it takes you. Now, like you said, things feel more comfortable. Moves that were uncomfortable, I have the confidence to be able to at least try them or do them now, and expand my game, and it's helped me and help the team.
Okay, yeah, man, I can see it, man. When you was your first year at Nagasaki, you said you had Jeff and Javi on your team. How was it playing with, like, you play with two? I'm talking about these are two genuinely good people, but they vets too. Like they very smart players.
Very.
Like
Very.
playing against Javi. To me, he's like a Boris Diaw mixed with like a Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Because he's so skilled, bro. And when you think you got him, like it was plays where it's like he'll make a move, and sometimes I let people make a move on me because I know I can go get that block, and
Right.
I'll be thinking like, oh, I got him, and he'll hit me with that little boom just right before I can get off the ground and got that bucket. I'm like, oh man. And then you got Jeff. Jeff, man, bro. Jeff is a walking example of he is the success story of playing overseas basketball. Like
For
people
sure.
don't really pay attention to this man. Like he is his career is equivalent to LeBron James when I speak of longevity.
For sure.
And that is very hard to do. And every time I see him, I'll be like, big bro, we gotta talk. Like I need to know what you be doing. So how was that
Right.
like playing with them, bro? Like that had to be a great experience and a great learning, like a lot of learning.
Hey man, I think that's number one to me. Like I came in there really because I know they had both played. They were both coming from B1, and we were starting the team in B3. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, automatic. I can pick up, something. I can pick up movements. I can pick up the intensity, just the feel, the physicality of what they've been doing for a whole season now coming down, and I can learn and practice every day. So mainly, like you said, but like both of them, true vets, true guys that understand the game. So
Mm-hmm.
practice was fun because it was like we were able to battle and kind of like sharpen each other. And I learned. I think that first year is when I learned like like the most of my in that time at Nagasaki because not only on defense, Jeff and Javi, both of them on defense are match in their own rights differences, weak side, on ball. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're really good at that talking, understanding the game. And then like you said, on offense, Javi, knowing all the little tips. That's a perfect comparison, little Boris Diaw, little bumps, all that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And able to stretch the floor. Like
Exactly.
just seeing those different elements of their games and practicing against it every day. Man, I picked up so much, and I think that was vital, like to where I am today. I give them to a lot of credit. And then the next year, we changed Javi for Pablo, and I had played with Pablo in Kawasaki in my short stint. And even in that time, me and Pablo clicked. He's a kind of another guy who likes to play. He kind of plays similar to me, and he has more size.
Mm-hmm.
But like that hustle, rebound, playing defense, trying to get
Pablo a dog, man.
a dog with the size and the intelligence. So
Yeah.
it was. I mean, every year it's really just been like, what can I get? What can I get from these guys? Also about being great teammates, great people off the court. But how can we sharpen each other, and what can I pick up from them? And really, that's been super like instrumental to me being getting to where I am.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, no, you've had a good core of like teammates that you play with, and like for you to play under those guys, especially like in the early stages of like the development of that team, that was big, man. I've seen a lot of good teams where like they got good players, just like this past season, Chiba, they
Mm-hmm.
were beating everybody the whole,
Yeah,
but they didn't have like that leadership, the vets, the care, like the
yeah,
past just playoffs. You gotta turn it off. Like regular season, y'all did good regular season, but now this is a different focus right here.
whole new season, whole
Yeah,
new season.
it's a whole new season, and you already
Yeah,
know like the way Japan, like the playoffs is set up. It's a little tricky, man. It's only 3 games, so
right.
like
Every game is huge, and you home court don't matter like that home court at
yeah,
all. So it's like everyone's changing tactics, raising their level of intensity. So you got to be like you said, those vets. I mean, having guys that's in the trenches, ready, no matter what happens, locked in, focused. It's everything in the playoffs. It's everything.
yeah, man. Have you been watching Javi in the big three?
Man, for sure. I went to a game. I went to a game when he was in Baltimore. He was eating up. I'm like, man, even that, I'm like, that's an experience We was talking, man. I'm down there on the court. They got Ice Cube, Lisa Leslie, all these people going crazy. I'm like, man, this is just an experience, and also like you kind of, I mean, expanding your game in a different sense. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool to see Javi in that element. 3-on-3 is a sweet league.
Yeah, I've been watching him, man. I've been seeing him out there cooking. I was like, man, this man here don't rest.
Nah, exactly.
He just stay ready. Like he playing year round, no resting, but he's always in great shape. He take great care of his body.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
he's a good guy to look up to, man. He's a great player.
So, and Jeff and TBT now. I was watching him the other night. I'm just like, this man, what, 40, 42? I don't know how they be doing it, but hey, it's inspirational, man. I try to pick up what I can because I'm like, I can, y'all been down a path that I'm going down currently.
Mhm.
So why not kind of pick up some of those pieces that y'all done left behind?
Right. That's just if you love this game, that's just part of being a student of the game, man. I'm trying to
For sure.
pieces from everybody. I'm trying to learn how you do this. I'm trying to learn how you do this. Like,
For sure. For
yeah.
sure. That's what you got to, like you said, student of the game.
So outside of basketball, like what do you do outside of basketball?
What do I do? I like to travel, chill. I mean, most of the time I'm in the house. I don't go. I don't. Yeah, I ain't outside for sure. I'm with wifey. Me and wifey. That's kind of like my best friend. So we kind of go see sights. We go walk, go shopping a little bit. Just kind of chill. I be trying to be in the house to save some money. It's expensive out here, but I'll be cooling, man. I enjoy that downtime, that rest time, especially when I'm home to spend time with family. I think that's the big thing that I'm doing. It's just sitting around, kicking around with family, because our time is so short when we home. So
It
try
is.
to take advantage of that.
It is, man. That summertime, it go by very quick, and it's limited, especially depending on like when you getting back from Japan. So, you
But
might get back like end of May, June, and you got to be back in August. So,
yeah, you got like a month and a half really. Once you touch down, because the jet lag, that's
yeah.
like a that's like 5 days where you kind of getting adjusted. But
Hmm.
then, yeah, depending on what time you get home. This was the earliest I think I've got back home because we didn't make the playoffs, but still B1 went kind of late a
Yeah.
little bit. But I got back like mid to end of May. And that was the earliest I've been home. Usually it's like June 1st, usually. So,
Jeez.
um, yeah, once it's like that, bruh, it's like the turnaround like that, you right back over the sea, over water. So, it's a blessing just to have that time with fam. Anytime I can, I try to get as much as I can because I got a close knit family. It's hard for them to travel to Japan. I think came
Yeah.
out like once or twice, but that's a huge part of my support system and almost like my why. Like they really support. They watching the game,
Oh,
um,
okay.
all that. So we were really close. So I make sure I put a lot of time in with them.
Yeah. Okay, that's love, man. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
huge thing of like, being away overseas, like knowing that you got like family that's rooting for you, yeah, like or friends that's rooting for you, like that plays a big part in it because sometimes you can be out there and you just feel like you alone, you by yourself, and
mm,
that will definitely throw you off your game because
for sure,
when you
for
in a
sure.
slump and you ain't got nobody to be like, to cheer you up or just say some words of encouragement, man, it get a little tough and you can stay in that slump a lot longer than you actually should. So,
Man, it's
uh,
huge. It's huge. It's because essentially you over there to play basketball and it's your life. Like every day is just waking up
mhm.
basketball, and you doing that, like you said, can get in itself mentally draining. But having someone to push you, having family behind you. I mean, I've gone through ups and downs, even in those 3 years where we had so much success, ups and downs mentally of just losing confidence or just getting tired, mentally tired of being locked in and being focused. Got to show up for practice every day and compete, compete, compete. So I mean, they get a big credit, and especially my wife being out here helping me. Big big shout out to them because it's not just physically taxing. I feel like it's almost more of a mental game. It's just showing up with the right mindset.
Got you. Shout out to the Bonds organization, man.
Yes,
Keeping my
sir.
boy lifted and well-rounded and all that, man. Shout out to
Yes,
all
sir.
y'all. What's
Yes, sir.
life after basketball, man? You ever thought about that?
I think about it. I think about it a lot. Especially as I'm getting older. I'm 20. I turned 29 this year. So um, I think about it a lot. I kind of like aging, coaching about staying around basketball, but also I kind of as of late now I've been getting more into things trying to look outside of basketball,
Got you.
keeping up with what's in the news, technology stuff, IT
Mhm.
stuff, and just kind of just having my hand or trying to get information about things that are completely that I had interest in, but I really haven't. I mean, we've been playing basketball for since we was like little kids. So yeah, so I'm kind of starting to get that stuff underway. But I don't want to dwell on it too much because I kind of got to keep my feet where they at. But I
Yeah,
also want to be perfect. I also want to be prepared for when that day comes because it's gonna come for everybody.
yeah, no, it's hard to think like, you not doing it.
Right.
Like it's hard to think that all right, one day is gonna be an end day for this sport, but like I like to ask people just to see if they got like some kind of idea because people will always ask me like, oh, what you gonna do when you're done? Are you gonna coach? Like
Yeah.
are you gonna be a trainer, stuff like that. And I mean, at first, I never really had an answer, but now it's more so just like I try to do stuff early on. I try to get into different things now.
Mhm.
So like when the time does come, like already have things rolling,
Right. That's
but
smart.
yeah, but me personally, I'm trying to pull a Gibbs. I be saying that all the time. I'm trying to play till I'm like 41, 42, man. That's how much I love basketball, man.
Yeah.
I take care of myself where I can continue to do that.
That's important.
So
And
yeah, man.
as I get older, I'm learning that as well. Taking care of your body, stretching. Not, I mean, you can't be doing them 3-a-day workouts all summer or all that
Sir.
stuff. You
No,
can't do that stuff no more. Like, I mean, as your body ain't built to be handling all that no more. So it's finding that balance. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying too. Kind of having that stuff kind of in motion so that once that day does come, it's like you just kind of increase that motion and jump right back and jump right into what you're doing. So I think that's good advice, and that's what I'm really trying to set up. Because I feel like the coaching route, you can walk right into that almost, either being a player, training, and all that kind of stuff. But I think I want to do a little something different outside of basketball.
yeah, I think yeah, me too. Like once I'm done with it, I probably would like. I mean, I always used to train like little kids. I always worked at camps and stuff. So that'll probably be the most I would do. That'll be like my way
Mm,
of giving back and teaching. But as far as like coaching like older kids, probably not. I feel like they need someone much more better in that field
yeah,
than I can be.
like,
But all right, so we getting to the end, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. We're gonna
mm,
stray away a little bit from like the normal, talk. I want to just ask you some random questions and see where
all
you're
right.
at.
Not all heroes wear capes. Not all kings and queens wear a crown. Many greats remain uncrowned.
So, first question. Flat or round earth?
Gotta say round earth.
You're a round earth.
I mean, come on now.
All right. Coca-Cola or Sprite?
I don't drink soda, but I'm gonna say Sprite.
All right, well, we'll switch it up. Gatorade or Powerade?
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, that's the one right there.
Yeah, that's tough. I know it's bad for you or worse for you, but I'm gonna have to go Gatorade.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's terrible for you, but
Yeah.
all right. Rush hour or Friday?
I mean, Friday, you gotta go Friday. That's like
Ooh, okay, okay.
that's the black classic. I know rush hour is too, but Friday up there.
All right, Tubi or Netflix?
I can't stand Hobby. I feel like Hobby be watching too. He be blowing me. I be mad. I'm like, bro, why are you on?
Tubi movies be hilarious, bro.
No, bro, I can't do it, bro. I can't. I gotta go Netflix.
All right. What's one of your favorite songs to listen to before the game?
Oh, uh, that's tough because it switches. It's an artist called Zan Man. He from Maryland.
Okay.
It's called To You / Paraphernalia. Nobody probably really heard it, but I probably listened to it before. I probably listened to it at some point before every game.
Okay, shout out
That's
to
one
Zan,
of my
man.
favorite artists to listen to before the game is Zan Man. He's not like a big artist. I like kind of like underground
Yeah, no,
artists.
I do. Okay.
He's from Maryland, so yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's see. What's your favorite food?
Oh, that's tough. Favorite food? I don't know. I used to say bread a lot. I like bread. I be having to stay away from just any type of pastry. You could be sourdough, rye, just bread and butter or something like that. I love some bread, but I be having to stay away from it.
Yeah, that was me as a kid, man. I was just infatuated with bread.
Yeah, and you know Japan got that milk bread, the soft that Japan bread. I be loving
Your all-time favorite player?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Oh, I can definitely see that too. Like
That
I
mentality.
literally can see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, our styles are a little different, but that mentality is
Yeah, it's
special.
there. It's there. You got both of y'all got that dog, man.
Yeah,
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
probably to fly.
To fly. Oh, you'll be flying back and forth from the crib to Japan.
Yeah, and just like
I hear
just
that.
get up, go when you want. Like
Man, it was a
I feel like the
pleasure. It was a
views.
pleasure
You
to
can
have you on the
teleport,
show,
but
my boy. Like
by the time you get
when
there,
I
you ain't
say
seen
like,
nothing. You
I
got there
hope
quick.
people like
But I feel like
really
you can
like
fly. It's like a
pay
process.
attention to what you were
You see some great
saying and
views.
like
I feel
just
that'd
like
be fun.
you pay attention to your
What about
story, everything
you?
that you was telling them, all the
Me,
insight,
I'm
all the all the gems that you dropped today.
Just
Man.
after the
Like
game, I'm
when
back
I
at the
say
crib. What's up,
you
mom?
are
good.
the
Good.
definition
I gotta go to
of like
practice.
inspiration, someone that's
Yeah.
like fill in the
When
blank.
people
My
counted
name is
them
Matt
out,
Bonds,
and I'm
and they just continue to prosper. They just continue to stay focused. They just continue to believe in what they believe in, and they continue to
I'm
grow.
God-fearing. I
And
feel like
I really hope
that's
people see that, and like
something
I
I've been
want
trying
them
to
to
grow in
gravitate
as I
towards
get
you, so they
older.
can reach out
My
to you
relationship with
themselves
God.
and ask
So
advice. You know, because
I feel like He's been
us
with me
growing,
through this
like
path
you
and
getting
got me to
older in the
where
game, so
He's
like now is your
it's His
time to give
plan,
back and
and
educate,
I'm just
because
walking in it.
they
So
need it.
I
And
fear
I
God. I
really hope
love
they
God.
do it. I really hope
I
they
feel like
reach out
that's
to you, because man,
the
you got a
climb.
lot of knowledge, man.
I
To
hear
see
that.
where you
All
started
right, we
from
got a
and
minute
where
left.
you
Just
are
give a little
going,
something for
it's
like the
just
youngsters
I'm just
following in
happy to
your
see it, man. I'm
footsteps,
happy to
man.
know you
Any
along the
kind of
way,
little
man.
advice.
So I appreciate the spikes. Love what that's you why I really do, want to get on here and do it, and get to that point. Getting older. And focus on you. It's you against you. To learn from other people. Don't let no one tell you. I know myself how far you can go, or how far you can't go. Hit me up, ask me questions, and you decide. Just listen to this. Where you want to go. I appreciate you having with your work, with your
No
effort,
problem, man. Where can
how you
people
handle
find you
yourself.
at on social media?
I feel like that's one piece. Easy underscore Matt Bonds. Someone's always watching. That's on Instagram. And Matt Bonds. If you at a game, if you're at practice, if you in the stand, where I be at the gym. Hopefully, or just in life, reach out to me. I should get back to the store, handling
All right,
something.
cool,
with,
man.
When
we get back to Japan, man, we definitely gonna link up. I'm definitely gonna give you some Spice World gear, man. You and the wife.
I need that. Any situation.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. I appreciate you coming on here, my brother. This is your first time, but don't let it be your last, man.
Yes, sir. I won't. I got you, bro.
All right, man. Good luck this season, and man, yeah, we're gonna link up. We're gonna chop it up some more, man. Appreciate you.
So I'll see you when we get over there, man. I appreciate you.
All right, bro.
All right.